Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the senior taster of Whisky.com, and today we have a whiskey from the Isle of Mull. The name pronounces quite weird, so it's called in a Gaelic way Ledaig. In English pronunciation would be Ledaig or Ledaig. And so we have to call it Ledaig, but I'm no native Gaelic speaker, so my pronunciation wouldn't be that all right. So please be aware that there are different pronunciations of this whiskey. The Ledaig whiskey comes from the Tobermory distillery situated on the Isle of Mull, and that distillery had been quiet for one and a half years due to maintenance work and refurbishment. And the Ledaig whiskey appeared in this 10-year-old expression in 2011. So this is the new bottle of Ledaig, and it's 46.3 ABV, which is the unchill filtered strength of the Burnt Stewart company, which owns the Tobermory distillery and produces as well this Ledaig whiskey. It's priced in the mid-40s, wherever you live, and this is one of the very few intense smoky whiskies from the islands around Scotland. There are these islands like Islay where the whiskey is extremely smoky, but there are a lot of other smaller islands where the whiskey isn't that smoky. So Talisker has some smokiness from the Isle of Skye, but isn't as strong as on others. The Jura whiskey isn't that intense. So the Ledaig is very intense, very smoky, and it was quite rare in the past, but there are now more and more bottles on the market, so you should be able to find it somewhere. Yeah, more to say? No. There are some tasting notes on the bottle or on the card box. I will come to that later, but in the meantime, the Tobermory distillery belonged to this old Scottish company, Burnt Stewart, but it was then sold to a financial company, CL Financial, Trinidad Tobago, and they built up the distillery, did a lot of marketing, refurbished everything, and when they were up and running very good with the sister companies of Deanston and Bunnahabhain on the Isle of Islay, then they sold it again to the Distell Group of South Africa. So this is a real international whiskey in terms of proprietors. So very intense smoky with a back note of citrus already on the cork. The distillery itself was founded in 1798, so an 18th century distillery, and it's written very big here on the engravement on the bottle. And this was possible because the Isle of Mull did not belong to the Highlands, but to, I think, not to Great Britain, but to the United Kingdom. So there, the whiskey production of malt whiskey wasn't forbidden as it was in the Highlands. So this official founding date, 1798, is one of the very few, a handful of distilleries of that age still producing in Scotland. Yeah, distinct smokiness, but not that intense that you already are able to smell things behind that smokiness. So if I should give it a rating in terms of ppm of smoke, might be 25, around that. Maltiness, citrus note, very complex and well harmonized. You find the smoke into the other aromas. A little bit of vanilla coming through, but most is peatiness and citrus notes. Yeah, some ripe fruits in the back as well. Yeah, cheers. Mm-hmm. Mm. Friendly, juicy, a little sweet on the tongue. And as soon as you swallow, there's a big cask influence, some peppery note, some spicy notes, a maritime note, probably from the close sea, where the whiskey resides in the warehouses close by. And yeah, down to licorice, a little bit of licorice in the late aftertaste. Yeah, and in the very, very back, there are some deep phenolic notes, a little bit of hospital smell, of disinfection, of wax polish, creosote. This is this wood tar, which you sometimes find for preparing old wooden boats. Colorful whiskey. Here on Malt, we celebrate creativity and are expressive in nature. Pronounced Ledaig. Ledaig. Yeah, this is a signature expression of our repeated single malts from Tobermory. Its powerful, smoky character draws its inspiration from our island's wild and dramatic landscape with a rugged and rich palette of colors. Rich palette of colors. These are the houses at the harbor of the town of Tobermory, but this is not colorful, it's gray. So the marketing people should be aware of probably adding here some color. Yeah, okay, marketing. Is as, and that was on the side, and in the back, is as colorful as the town's seafront. Yeah. A checkered story marked by closures. Yeah, it was closed over some time. Financial troubles, so the financial people came in, and even a change of name has, on more than one occasion, threatened its very existence. But I think today it's quite stable and you're able to get it. This is a medium to high peated single malt whiskey from a coastal or island distillery, which gives some boost, some very interesting strong aromas in the smell and in the taste. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come.